So, see my voice is gone from screaming. Watched that Rigo fight last night, man. It ain't have nothing to do with size. Ain't nothing to do with speed. Had nothing to do with skill. Had a little bit to do with skill. But the main problem was your man Rigo does not know how to fight on the inside. That's it. It's really simple. When you don't know how to fight on the inside, you gonna hold, you gonna not throw punches. I said the same thing about Golovkin. He really don't have good inside work. Like there's a lot of fighters that just because you got 20,000 amateurs doesn't mean you know how to fight on the inside. It takes just that's amateur fighting, just outside boxing points. Every time he got on the inside, he just ducked his head, stayed low, and then Lomachenko was just hitting him with little pop shots. He was at a difficult angle for to get hit clean, but he was still getting the hit. And then every time Lomachenko would press him, he had just dip down at a weird angle to Loma couldn't really hit him. But then he'd just, when he come up, he wouldn't come up with punches. He would come up and hold. And that's what's going. That's not, you can't fight like that. Lomachenko was trying to work. You got to be able to work. If you can't work, then you're gonna lose the fight. And that's what he just couldn't get his left hand off. I don't know if he really hurt his shit, but that motherfucker just didn't have no, it had nothing to do with his left hand. He couldn't fight on the inside. Inside fighting is starting to become a lost art. My man Arrow, he could fight on the inside. Terrence Crawford can a little bit, but a couple other fighters, but being able to fight on the inside is something like that the old school fighters can do. Well, not old school, but like 80s and a little bit in the 90s. But if you can't fight on the inside, somebody gonna fuck you up. They gonna bust your pack every time. And he was starting to break him down. He was starting to break that pack down and distribute it out to the clientele. You know what I mean? He couldn't. He always trying to hold and hold and hold, and that is a prime example of not knowing how to fight on the inside. When you hold that much, like you should. All you got to do is let your punches go. He couldn't let his punches go. It ain't had nothing to do with the size, the weight, none of that shit. It was a situational skill thing. When you don't know how to fight on the inside, you're gonna elect to hold or you're gonna do anything but to throw punches on there because you don't want to be there. You don't want the person just trying to make the fight there. You don't want them to be there. So you going to hold them. That's the only thing you can do. You know what I mean? And it's not like he was doing like how Floyd do to hold. Floyd holds to break the rhythm of the fighter. As soon as the ref comes, he says break. And then he breaks. So he would never get warned for holding. Rigo get warned for holding because he wouldn't let go. It's excessive holding, and that's illegal. You can't excessively hold. So in that case, he just quit. I mean, what else can you say? I thought he had a chance, but I thought he had a chance because I thought Lomachenko would actually box. I didn't know Lomachenko would press him on the inside. I thought he would box, and in the boxing match when they strictly boxing, yes, Rigondeaux will have the advantage, but as you could see, Lomachenko's all the side steps and shit he was doing, that wasn't working. That none of that was working. He would pivot inside, and that wasn't the factor. The thing was, Lomachenko stayed on Rigo's ass inside, and Rigo didn't know what to do because he doesn't know how to fight on the inside. So that made the fight difficult for Rigo, and he didn't want to fight. He hit him with the no mas, so he got broke down. He got broke down like a fucking futon and folded out. There wasn't nothing he could do. So he put his ass in that deep fryer and made some sweet potato fries. We out, KuernoDeChivo, Boxing Insight, and I'm gonna do a film study. Check me out.